Right, here we have NYK versus Thecoon. That's an interesting name for a toss player, a tosser.
A tosser?
Yeah.
You're saying he's a tosser?
Yeah, he's a tosser.
He's a nice guy. I've met him. He's a good lad.
I've never met him.
Yeah, he was over there, and No Regret was trying to intimidate him, and I was
yeah?
like, "Nah, not going to be having it, No Regret. You get out of here."
Well,
you hit
I'm
the road.
excited. I definitely am rooting for NYK. I always root for the Zerg player.
Well, I don't know about that, but up here in the top right position, looks like we're going to see the Protoss player. It is from Storm Gaming. It's NYK. I thought he was Zerg.
Wait,
oh,
I'm
no, it's
so
not.
confused.
Hot damn, it's Thecoon.
Yeah, okay, there we go. I was like, what? Are you not reading that correctly? I like the horse. That's pretty funny.
It's
yeah,
quite
so
entertaining.
now we have the pretty in pink NYK from Storm. Hello, little overlords. Go on and scout. Let us know what you find.
Interesting. NYK actually going for that 15 hatch right there, as opposed to the more standard 17 hatch. That's going to let him get out the extra lava a little bit quicker, a little bit more quickly, I should say. And yeah, he's gonna go into an extractor. So we're going to be seeing fast Zergling speed coming out of this.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, your Australian's really good.
Is it now?
Yeah, it's really good.
Thank
my
you.
British is a little rusty today.
It's pretty on point, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to warm up to it. Just give me like a moment.
That's all right.
But we definitely see that the Coon is going to be scouting him soon. These cross positions definitely prove to be very troublesome when you're trying to Ling rush. They can build up a wall pretty quickly, and it'll take you a while to get to the base.
That Trump guy, he wants to build a wall now, doesn't he?
Yeah, the Great Wall of Trump.
Great Wall of Trump, yeah. His hair, though.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I've
it's
seen
not
quite
bad.
a few in StarCraft.
Yeah. Yeah, the walls, they're kind of like, I think Trump
They're ridiculous.
He's a Terran player.
I've seen Terrans build walls using barracks, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you serious right now?
You see, what Trump does is he goes and he calls down a mule, and he's like, I'm going to take your minerals to build my wall.
Absolutely.
It's a brilliant move right there, it is.
Well, when they probe scout or whatever and they steal your minerals, that's essentially what they're doing. So I think it's very similar.
It is quite similar. And
Yeah.
the Coon actually being quite clever right here, sending his probe back to a different base, not realizing, though, of course, that NYK scouted it with an Overlord. But still, a nifty little trick leads those Lings in the wrong direction for a little while.
If anything, he's definitely buying time because the Lings are not headed towards his base, and he can now build a better wall in defense against the Ling rush because he can expect that coming.
We do see second, third, and fourth gateway coming down from the Coon. And I guess that answers that question, who is the Coon?
There's the wall.
A man who likes to build a wall. You're going to scout that third hatchery. That's pretty nice.
So that Ling speed is almost done, and we can definitely expect Lings to be rushing in.
Only got about 6 on the map, continuing to drone, but the Coon really on top of probe production, continuing to stay ahead in workers, and looks like we're going to see some pressure on that Stalker. Need to see a force field pretty soon. Actually going to wait to the last possible second, I think.
Is he going to be able to pick him off?
Actually,
wow, he is. But I don't know why he's moving. Okay, yeah.
Really late on that force field. Could end up costing him the game here. Going to lose that adept. And there's the photon
I would
overcharge.
definitely take this this chance to go scout the main just in case there's anything like a DT or whatever he might be hiding.
Is
just in
NYK
case.
continuing to commit to Lings? That is... Oh, we see a Robo coming down. No, it looks... Well, he does have a big swell of Lings coming across the map and getting +1 melee, but looks like that's going to be it going back into droning. And we do see the layer coming down. Oh, more Lings, actually.
He's realised too late that he didn't block
off.
the wall, so he's definitely going to get a goods around.
The Coon could be in a lot of trouble right here.
Absolutely. I think those Lings
Don't
are
think
going
he has
to clean
enough
up really
energy
well.
on the Mothership core. just going to run into the main. That's
Yeah, he's going to be scouting now.
But that wall off really coming in handy from the Coon.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not going to be able to move in.
Going to lose maybe one more adept. Yes, it does go down. But the Coon, NYK is continuing to commit to Lings, and he's actually down on workers despite being on 3 hatch. Meanwhile, Blink coming down from the Coon. Interesting follow-up here. He does actually complete the wall off there.
Yeah,
Very
I definitely think NYK shouldn't have taken on a few of those engagements. He should have just used the Lings to scout, backed off, made drones, tacked up, and he would have been in a really good spot as far as economy goes.
I think that would have been a good decision
Yeah,
as well.
he's lost too many Lings to a ridiculous wall for no reason, really. Those... what was it? The Adapt. He picked off so many drones for no reason.
Yeah, a lot of Lings going down there. Meanwhile, looks like we might maybe have Lurkers coming out from NYK. Oh, no, just going for that Hydra range upgrade. The Coon, on the other hand, still hasn't taken a 3rd base yet. Looks like that's being denied. Oh, no, just Zealot clearing that out. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see actually a 2-base all-in, maybe.
I'm not surprised to see a Lurker, a Hydra dead, just because we definitely know that the Coon is down as far as economy and just not economy, but like supply, right? And so he can definitely
big warping here.
He can definitely just make Zealots, but no, he makes Stalkers instead. Okay, I was expecting
nice
Zealots.
micro road there with the Warp Prism, picking up those injured Stalkers. Does lose the rest of them. That +1 melee really coming in handy. But looks like the Coon is going to get pushed back, and he's actually heavily down in army
I think
supply.
NYK is going in for a counter here.
NYK or the Coon?
No, NYK.
Yes,
He's
I do
going
as well.
in for a counter.
He should be able to for sure cancel this base if he focuses it down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of getting blocked by the AI of the Lings there, but still going to be able to easily kill it. No cancel. That hurts. Meanwhile, the Warp Prism is getting potentially hunted down here. If those Hydras have speed, they might be able to run it down. Oh, it's really low on HP. Oh, but it does manage to just get away.
This is a really great split by NYK. He's covering all his bases.
Yeah, he is.
And
That's real
he's
nice.
pretty much denying the Coon any type of drop down.
Is he going to try and... Oh, he actually blinks away.
Yeah, I think he's going to be able to
Link.
snipe it off.
Oh,
And there it goes.
Big pick off. Any counter-attack potential has been removed from the Coon right here. NYK, meanwhile, is, yeah, he's just got himself a nice army. Got that +1 melee. Got to make those Lings hit real hard. Lurker Den is about 2/3 of the way done, and he might just decide when that is done, you know what, I'm done with your shenanigans, the Coon. I'm tired of Trump. I'm making a stand. Does pick off a Blink Stalker right there from those Lings. And, yeah, the Coon just with with NYK with a massive army advantage.
Yeah, I think the Coon was expecting Lurkers. He's got 2 observers in front of his base, and it seems like he's going for more Adepts. I was expecting maybe Immortals or Charge Lots or...
Oh, that's nice.
Something.
A little bit of a Ling drop while he goes in with the main
A little
attack.
bit of a harass just to also do some scouting, and he's going to be able to see that Dark Shrine.
That's a big deal, actually.
Yeah, it's a really good scout.
Oh, nice. Pylon overcharge. That's actually going to get rid of most of the Lings. A couple in the
Yeah,
middle
but
line.
sadly, he didn't move those Lings in. He tried to attack the pylon.
Yeah, he did.
So he wasn't able to scout the rest of what was in his base.
I think he probably did see that Dark Shrine. So
He
yeah,
definitely saw that.
He's building the scorecard.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
big Lurker connections on that army. And he's the Coon is very out of position to deal with this. Meanwhile, a couple probes going down. Ooh, nice force field. It's going to zone off the army. Let him take care of those Lings. But those Lurkers, there's really nothing to deal with them.
Yeah, and with the Overseer, he's going to be able to snipe off any observers that come out.
That was the luckiest Adept I've ever seen. Says to those Lurker spikes. No, not today. Meanwhile, worker counts are pretty low for both players. Only at 51 each. And
yeah, I would have loved to see some Immortals from the Coon because they would be able to deal with these Hydras really, really well.
And the Lurkers, they just soak shots so well. Meanwhile, we have a DT going to work. He's going to pick off one of the Lurkers. Wow, he actually sniped the detection. This is a big deal. Picking off these Lurkers for free.
He's going to have to move back. There's no way he can take this.
Really nice.
He's got to wait for another Overseer, which is going to take quite some time. I didn't see if he got speed, though. Do you know?
On the Overlords?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's just got that +2 melee. That's pretty much it for upgrades. Pneumatized Carapace is on the way, though. That's going to come in real handy. And actually getting an Infestation Pit as well. Oh, and we do see double Immortal production and charge on the way for the Coon. Looks like he might have been a little bit nervous at the start of this game, but he's starting to settle into his groove. That's nice to see.
So those charge lots are going to do really good work on not only the Lurkers, but also the Hydras as well.
It's actually a really important interaction because the charge lots will actually, their charge itself will disrupt the spikes of the Lurkers. And the Lurkers are like, oh no, what do we shoot? And the charge lots are like, I'm over here, I'm over here.
Absolutely.
Come at me, bro.
Charge lots are the Lings of Protoss.
They really are.
They're
just terrifying.
Amazing.
He doesn't even need to warp in with this warp prism. Just leave it there. Oh, that's perfect. NYK is going to be just absolutely livid about this warp prism. Going to leave 2 Hydras behind, but if he warps in DTs even on top of that, he's going to be able to just ravage that base. It's like he's a Ravager with Corrosive Bile, ravaging it. Meanwhile, we do see still an army supply lead for the NYK, so the Coon does not have this game in the bag by any stretch of the imagination. It's still very much in the air. Oh, warping in a DT defensively, but there's an Overseer with this army. You weren't expecting that, were you, the Coon? Got some bad news for you.
Yeah, he's going to be able to cancel out this 4th.
Maybe
and
not cancel
the disruptors. The disruptors are going to. Oh, he had such a chance.
The Coon does move his army into position, but that kind of draws them away from the 3rd, and we see the main army of NYK getting in position there.
Yeah, those 2 disruptors definitely going to be quite a challenge.
They need to have money shots.
I hope NYK splits his army well in this interaction, because if he doesn't, he's going to lose so many Hydras for no reason, for free. And he gets the first few Lurkers in the front for free.
Looks like the Coon is going to clean up this army.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything to back up the Hydras.
Oh, maybe not though. There's actually still a few Hydras on this right side.
Yeah, absolutely. But those Immortals are going to put it in work. No, they're actually really low. He's going to be able to snipe them off. Oh my god. Very nice. Very, very nice.
And it looks like the Coon is going to barely push this away, but it's more of NYK withdrawing than the Coon actually beating his army.
Those charge lots are definitely a threat, especially to Hydras, since there's nothing supporting them.
Yes, it does look like this is... it's hard to say who actually has a lead. I do like that Spire coming down from NYK. He has such a significant gas bank. If he can switch into mutas, just spending all that gas would be absolutely fantastic. But he actually is spending it on 7 more Lurkers. 8 more. Wow. I don't know... that's not too bad. I mean, Lurkers are exceptionally strong. I shouldn't say that's
Yes,
not too
but
bad.
it depends on where and how he positions them, because if he clumps them up, those disruptors are going to get free shots.
Exactly.
That's going to be just money shots right there.
2 disruptors can take down any number of Lurkers that they hit.
That are clumped, yeah. So he's going to have to be really careful with the way he engages his army.
Whereas if he elected to go for a muta switch, it could have been absolutely devastating. In cross positions like this, you can just really pull your opponent apart. If they try and go for a base trade, you're in a lot of trouble. Meanwhile, this Ling drop is doing nice damage. Going to go for the Dark Shrine. If he gets... Oh, that's actually going to be really close as to whether that can be saved or not.
Yeah, I think that he's not... Yeah, he's definitely not going... That's a great warp in from the Coon.
Wow, just barely kills it off.
DT for that.
That was very worthwhile for NYK.
So what's really good is...
Oh, tacking into a Lurker Concave, no! Taking massive damage on his army.
But not only that, but that's a huge choke.
Only gets 1 Lurker there with 3 Disruptor shots. That hurts. That was a panic Disruptor shot, if ever there was one.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know why he thought that was a good idea to go into that checkpoint.
I don't think he was looking at his army, maybe. He just
yeah, he
didn't
didn't have his observers out either, so he didn't know quite where the lurkers were until the last minute when he sent out those panic shots.
Meanwhile, we do see a
he's trying to come
fire
around.
coming down.
He's trying to come around with his army there and almost picks off that lurker.
Oh my! No,
I
not
don't
quite.
know what that shot was for.
That was from pretty far downtown.
I
yeah.
think he thought
That's,
NYK was going to bring his army up to chase.
It's like me when I've had a few, and you know, you're at the bar and you're like, oh, hey girl, hey, and she's like 2 blocks away. It's never going to happen. She can't even hear you. Why would you even initiate contact from that far away? I don't understand.
I think the only thing I can say with that is good luck, have fun.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
It's not
She's
really
a nice girl.
much you can say.
Excuse me, Mum.
These are
Picking off 2 lurkers right
these
there. A lot of
lurker-
lurkers though,
yeah.
really decimating this army. Nice disruptor
well,
shots. Gonna take those
I think
out.
they're really just to kind of alert NYK to where the army is,
We do
so
see
that he can reposition.
the Coon slowly closing that supply gap. Killing that 5th base is really nice, but I don't want to see him push into this. This is a massive concave.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
The army was kind of out of position to defend the 5th, but it's not to defend this 4th. Big disruptor
oh,
shots coming
those
out.
disruptor shots
A lot
missed
of
them.
damage on the Hydras,
Oh my
but
God.
didn't kill off the whole army. Will he have enough left over?
No, I
This is
think
gonna be
the
actually
only
very
thing that's
close.
going to save him now is... Wait, no, he's getting it.
He is actually slowly
No,
breaking
no,
through
no,
with
he's
superior
not.
upgrades.
Yeah, no, unless he has something like muters now or anything. Oh, we have
2 Broodlords
coming
finish
out.
up and actually
Yeah.
are going to push this whole army back.
Yeah, that was really great.
Cancels that disruptor shot. Good stuff. Oh wow, picks off quite a few Hydras there.
Yeah,
with
he's
that
cleaning
disruptor.
up really well with the lings there.
And it's yeah, +2 melee, and that's it. That's the only upgrades for NYK. Bit of a sloppy
Yeah.
fight from both sides. But
I'm surprised that NYK is going out into the middle of the map. He doesn't have much, and
yeah, but he also knows he killed off a big army from the Coon.
True.
Might decide that now's his time to push out.
true. But those stalkers, if they target fire the Broodlords, they might have a good shot.
Yeah, they could do that. They, I really wish that
I
the
don't
Coon
think those 2 lurkers are going to do much.
Looks like we're going to see a bit of a fight in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Blink's on
yeah,
top, gets
with
those
Blinks,
lurkers.
absolutely. It's
Nice
just
target
not
fire.
even.
And it looks like what happened?
Yeah, he's absolutely going to target these down. That lurker isn't going to do anything at all.
But those
these lings aren't going to do much
he needs to blink
either.
away.
And he's definitely succeeded in what he wanted to do, but
Nice
was it
kiting.
worth it?
That's hard to say.
Yeah,
That was probably
absolute-
good for the King.
Actually, yeah, it was really good for him because he had those stalkers to back him up.
This is just a really scrappy game from both sides.
Yeah,
Yeah, an
absolutely.
extreme upgrade lead
I
here from the
don't
Coon.
understand why he's making more lurkers at this point.
Well, lurkers are going to be really good up against Blink Stalkers, but he doesn't have any upgrades on them. And
But the problem is he only has maybe, 3 lurkers. He's
yeah,
not going to do much with that many Blink Stalkers and
the 5th
and the
base, though,
Disruptor.
is going to be under significant threat. Oh, you should just go in and attack it. He has no idea how far out of position the Coon actually is. And wow, he's just kind of waffling with his army right there. The Broodlords are sieging, but he could have taken out that 5th for sure.
Yeah,
Meanwhile-
absolutely. I don't know why he's not moving in.
Oh, looks like he might actually be going for a surround. And
Oh, that Disruptor shot's going to get
Wow.
most of his army. Wow.
big shots on those Hydras.
Wow. What a good, lucky shot he got.
I think that was skill. I think
Yeah,
he-
but I
think
don't
he
know why.
targeted
Well, you know,
nice.
NYK saw it was there, and he didn't split his army at all.
Yeah,
He
that's
didn't
true.
move them. He didn't do anything. So I don't know why. He
Oh,
just
blinking on top of those
he just
Broodlords. Gonna
stayed
pick
there.
3 of them off right there. Picks off the 4th one just barely, but losing a lot of his Blink Stalkers in the
Oh
process.
my god. Game of Thrones.
This is going to be tough to say.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to take on that army.
This has just been an absolute slugfest this whole game. I want to see what the units lost tab is. It's got to be catastrophic for both players. Oh my god,
Wow,
333 lings.
333 lings. That's
Even no
crazy.
regret doesn't make that many lings. Just kidding, he does.
Are you sure he doesn't make 666 slings?
Oh, he might.
It's double the number.
Yes, it is. That's a good number. That's a number I feel good about.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and the supply is still so close.
You know, I think the next time we see his game, we should check up on that after each game.
The Thecoon actually lost a lot of workers, though, in that last little phase of the game. I don't want to say engagement, because it went on for a long time. Meanwhile, we see a nice counterattack potentially coming out here from NYK.
Yeah,
could shut down the
absolutely.
last of this mining.
Absolutely. He's definitely going to pick it off, especially since not only is the mothership core not there, but also he only has a few adabs.
Meanwhile, an attack coming in at the 5th base. Looks like NYK is going to clean up the warped-in units.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to hold it, though, at home.
Oh, nice. Warping in that DT is going to help a lot. But meanwhile, at the 5th base, we see some nice Blink Stalker Micro coming out, keeping those units alive. And NYK might be slowly getting broken here after what has been 21 minutes of almost pure action. We're going to see...
Yeah, those Immortals are definitely tanking this army. And that Void Ray poses a huge threat, especially because he has so many Corruptors, and Corruptors don't do anything against Void Rays.
Yeah,
well, not that they don't do anything, but not as much as
it takes a
Hydras.
lot.
Not as much as Hydras do. And he opted for Corruptors instead of Hydras. I think he wanted to make more Brood Lords, but in a situation, I don't think it's very viable.
I think what this is really coming down to is those upgrades. It's such a significant advantage for the Thecoon.
Absolutely, and he spent so much of his attention shooting down that Void Ray that he was able to lose.
And we do see the GG coming out from NYK. An absolute epic slugfest coming out from those two players. And we do see the Thecoon showing us who he is.
Sadly, NYK threw his army in that one engagement where half of it got lost to the disruptor shot. I mean, he could have just easily box selected and moved those middle Hydras back. He didn't. And
yeah, so good game coming out from both players right there. And we're going to be switching back into normal voices at this point. Yeah, and I'm Steadfast.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
It's kind of weird, actually, to talk